From the headlines that move us
to the plays on the field and people making a difference.
It's news, sports, and stories that keep our community alive.
This is the heartbeat of Tampa Bay.
I'm Christopher Ingram.
And I'm Misty Carson.
Misty, thanks for being here today.
I'm so excited to be co-hosting.
You're awesome. Our lovely Sarina Fazan is out gallivanting around the world again. She's in Italy. And so I appreciate you coming in. Of course, you've been a client here, and we also had you on the show a couple of weeks ago.
Yes, I love coming here. It's my second home.
Well, you're awesome.
Yeah.
So thanks again for being here.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Between you and Bridget, you know, Sarina might be out of a job if she keeps taking off on me all the time.
I mean, doing this or being in Italy.
Right?
I mean,
it's a no-brainer.
It's a no-brainer.
I don't blame her.
Yeah.
We got a picture of her there with Ted. They're in Italy, and I think they're coming back tonight. So
that's
she'll
amazing.
be back again this week.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have a lot of interesting stories to talk about. We have the Rays baseball stadium. That's something I've been talking a lot about here. A new angle to that story. Mm-hmm. Crude oil, the price of crude oil as a result of the Iran war going up, and we'll talk about what Saudi Arabia is saying about that. We have a funny story about some guy stealing an ambulance.
Oh boy.
And what else? Skyway Fishing Pier improvements.
Yes.
And last but not least, we have a very fun and interesting story. I'm not even going to say what it's about, but you're going to want to stay tuned to hear this one. It's a good one. You know what it is.
Yes, I can't wait to talk about it.
Okay, so Rays baseball.
Yes.
I am a huge opponent of taxpayer funding of baseball stadiums, football stadiums, any kind of stadium that is being specifically built for a private entity, a for-profit corporation, most of the time owned by people with billions of dollars in their wallets.
Yes.
And I have been saying over and over again, in fact, Bridget and I had an argument about this on the show when she filled in, and she said, oh, they're saying they're not going to use taxpayer dollars. And I was like, Bridget,
how are they going to pay for it?
Yeah,
yes.
they're telling you what you want to hear.
Yes.
Well, now the proof is in the pudding, and the Tampa Bay Times reported last week that they are in fact asking, they're going to go before the Hillsborough County Commission and the Tampa City Council and ask those two bodies to approve $457 million of community reinvestment tax funds, which is a sales tax that is designated for three purposes: road improvements, public buildings, and surprise, surprise, stadiums. So it's completely legal.
Yes.
But I always make the argument, look, if you spend $1 to build a stadium, that's $1 you don't have to fix the roads. And those monies can be designated for road improvements, which we need enormously in the Tampa Bay region, specifically in South Tampa, where I used to live.
Yes.
What are your thoughts on taxpayer funding of baseball stadiums?
Well, it's very interesting that you say this. So I agree with you that there has to be some way to pay for these things, and they do bring a lot of money into the community. But we also need to take care of our own backyard first. So a lot more is riding on making sure that our buildings are habitational, that they're utilized, because those are businesses that could be making money that also where we live and serve and work. Yeah. So I think it's super important that we don't go shucking money at things that don't help the rank and file.
Exactly.
Yes.
And you know, roads and bridges and water infrastructure, drainage, stormwater, we have all those problems. Let's address those things, not these vanity projects that county commissioners and city council members like to vote for because they get their name on a plaque in perpetuity.
Yes.
I'm opposed to it. If these people want to make a stadium, build it with their own funds.
Yeah, you're bringing up a really good point. I mean, look at all the storms that we had, the back-to-back storms that we had. South Tampa had flooding, not expected. The infrastructure failed, right? So I had friends who lived in townhomes over there, didn't have flood insurance, not in a flood zone, and
they got flooded.
That was destroyed. We have all these people who came and moved here, and our infrastructure can't support the population because it wasn't built for the population it has now. We need a massive upgrade. In
South Tampa in particular, that the stormwater system down there, and there are problems with breaks all the time, water main breaks all the time, because most of those pipes are 100 years old.
Yes.
And like you said, they were not built for hundreds of thousands of people. They were built for tens of thousands of people.
Yes.
And we just keep building and building and building, and they can't keep up.
Yes.
The water's got to go somewhere.
Yeah.
You know, I could go on and on about
before
that.
Stadiums.
Absolutely.
Yes.
You know, if everything else was perfect, okay, maybe you could convince me to do a stadium. But I mean, you know, we don't go subsidizing other private businesses that are for profit, that are owned by really rich people. Why are we doing it with this? It's because we are not using our heads, we're using our hearts because we like sports.
That's right.
You know, there's something to be said for sports teams bring community together and all that, but let's fix our roads first.
Yeah, maybe they could up the fees that they're charging for the annual memberships. You know what I'm talking
Like
about.
for the skyboxes and stuff?
Yes. Yeah, and they can use some of the overflow from that.
Yeah, right? Let the rich people pay for their
Yeah,
stadium,
exactly.
right?
They want to go? Yes, 100%.
It's not cheap going to a football game or a baseball game. I mean, baseball is a little bit more affordable. And the Rays do a pretty good job of making it affordable for people and having special deals and stuff like that. But it's still, I mean, once you get there, even if you only buy $25 tickets, you know, a family of four, that's $100, and then you're going to spend at least $100 or more on hot dogs and beer and sodas.
Absolutely, yeah, because one beer is $20.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Which is, it's absolutely insane to me.
Why is that not? Why are they not in jail for that? That should be considered price gouging, shouldn't it?
It should. I have no idea, but it's absolutely
nuts.
crazy. Yes.
You have a favorite baseball team?
Detroit Tigers.
The Tigers,
Yeah, I'm from Michigan.
Yeah, I know you're from Michigan. Yeah.
I have seen them play all over the country, and that's been really cool.
That's cool.
Yes.
All right, go Tigers.
Yes.
Okay, another big story: oil. The cost of oil has just gone through the roof as a result of the war in Iran, the Straits of Hormuz being blocked. They say 20% of the world's crude oil comes out of that strait, and it's only a few miles wide, and so it's very vulnerable to attack from the Iranians. What are your thoughts on gas prices right now?
So I was shocked when I got gas last week. It was up $1 a gallon. Diesel's over $5 a gallon. I'm more concerned about people. We think about what we're paying at the pump, but we don't think about all of the things that are made every single day utilizing crude oil.
Right.
Every plastic piece that we have, and then people talk about electric cars. We were talking about this a little bit before, but still the tires that are on it, all the plastic pieces that are in it, that's all still made from crude oil.
Derived from petroleum.
Yes,
Absolutely.
and even the unit you put in your house to charge the vehicle is made out of crude oil. You're not escaping it. With the cost of groceries going up, with everything that's happened, and then this piggybacking it, I don't know how the average American's going to be able to have any sort of life. They're going to be confined to their home, and everyone's going to have to take on another job. I'm terrified.
You're absolutely right, because it's not just the cost of filling up your pump at the gas in your car, but every other thing that's a derivative of oil. And they're saying right now, as of today, crude oil is $119 a barrel. That's Brent crude, which is the gold standard. And Saudi Arabia is predicting that the price could go up to $180, maybe even $200 a barrel.
Yeah, I think the highest that I remember it being was somewhere around like $165, and that was very expensive. That was when gas was a little bit over $5 a gallon.
Right, that's crazy.
Yeah, and people were not going anywhere. A lot of industries rely on tourism. It's important, especially this time of year.
Florida.
Yeah, here in Florida specifically. Also, a lot of Midwestern towns, summer is when they make most of their money. I mean, think about Michigan. Nobody goes to Michigan to visit. Nobody goes in the winter. Chicago, you think about that as well. I know some of the states are getting hit a lot harder, but I'm really nervous what that's going to do to the economy. Yeah,
it's not good. It's, I am pretty much in favor of most things that President Trump does. Verdict's still out as far as I'm concerned as to whether or not this was appropriate, but clearly I think the Iranians are, they're bad people, the government over there.
Yes.
Iranian people, general Iranians are actually really nice. And before the Islamic Revolution in the late 70s, Iran was very secular. It was very modern and moderate. Women didn't have to wear all these crazy burqas and stuff like that. Like it was kind of like a first world country, and they're kind of third world right now.
Yeah, it's terrifying. It only takes one group of people to take something over and change everything. And I appreciate that you said that. Like, we're not the only ones suffering. The people who live in that country are suffering too, because that's not that's not what they support or what they stand for.
Absolutely not. Well, lighter story. There's guy, I have to look his name up. 58-year-old Lane Feathergill in Sykes Creek, Florida.
Okay.
You know what happened?
Yeah. He stole an ambulance.
Stole an ambulance.
He didn't even really steal it. He jumped in it and moved it a couple feet to get it out of the way of his car.
All right, the ambulance was on a call and it was blocking him in.
Yes. He was like, I feel like I should own the road and I need to get somewhere, so I'm going to take the ambulance, move it out of my way with somebody in the back.
The paramedics were working on someone in the back.
Yes.
And then they got out of one of them got out and went and approached the guy who's in the driver's seat of the ambulance.
Yes.
And he ended up leaving, ran off, got in his car. hit the paramedic with his car when he left.
Yes.
And the police arrested this knucklehead for grand theft auto and burglary of an occupied conveyance.
Yeah. If that is not proof that we are fast becoming an egocentric society, I don't know what is. It was crazy.
Yeah.
It's so interesting to me. It reminds me on a much lighter scale of when you're driving on the highway and then people take the merge lane.
Yeah.
They get in the merge lane to go as fast as they can
Yeah.
to like get in the row because they need to get their 7 cars
Right.
before everybody
They're
else
so
who's
much more
trying.
important than everyone else.
Everybody else who's
Yeah.
trying to wait. It's so interesting to me.
I have a theory about the type of person that does exactly what you just described.
Okay, I love it. I want to hear
People who
it.
drive BMWs.
I drive a Mini Cooper, which is a BMW.
I don't consider that a BMW.
That is so funny.
No, I don't consider. I knew you drove a Mini Cooper.
Yeah.
Your car's cute. I don't consider that a BMW.
Yeah, and I would never do that. Like I just wait my turn.
Right.
I let people in. I'm like, if we all zipper, folks, if everybody just zippers,
Right.
we'll all get there a lot faster.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's too fun.
Right, and you're talking about like
Yes,
one in,
like
one
one
out,
in,
one in,
one
one
in,
out.
one
Yeah.
out, one in, one
but
out.
the entitlement attitude that people have.
It's
just
crazy.
crazy.
That's beyond.
Yeah.
That is like a whole nother level. I mean, that man better be having like some sort of glycemic issue with his insulin, or somebody was dying that he needed to get to, or something, because that is.
It's nuts.
It's nuts.
Right? I mean,
Yeah.
you talk about waking up and making a bad decision.
Yeah.
That's going to follow him around the rest of his
For
life.
the rest of his
right?
life.
I mean, that's probably
Yeah.
at least a second-degree felony.
It's insane.
Burglary of an occupied vehicle.
Yeah, but think about it too, like no regard to the person in the back of the ambulance who needed
Right.
emergency services.
Yeah.
So, and they said they were moving around in the back and everything too. They just felt the vehicle
Right.
move. That's insane.
He's nuts.
Yeah.
Well, he's going to be in
Crazy
jail
story.
now. Okay, Skyway Fishing Pier.
Yes, love it. It's beautiful.
Have you ever been down there, gone fishing?
I'm not a huge fisher.
No.
I will throw a line in the water, especially on a charter boat. But I don't actively go to like take a pole and fish. But I do love being on the pier.
Right.
I love to watch people fish, do all the things.
It's cool. They, the old bridge is from when the Skyway Bridge got hit by that ship back in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
And for a while there, they were talking about they were going to demolish the fishing pier, what's now the fishing pier,
Mm-hmm.
because it's kind of crumbling. It costs a lot of money to upkeep a bridge,
Mm-hmm.
even though cars aren't going over it. Like the concrete can crumble and the rebar rust and all that kind of stuff. But it looks like the state's taking an about face. I don't know how long ago, but they're based on Governor DeSantis, who was in town the other day. He said they're going to improve the bridge by, I think they said they're going to expand one side of it.
The Manatee side.
The Manatee side. And the Pinellas side, they're going to do some improvements to.
Yeah, including putting in lights.
Putting in lights, because
Yeah.
it's really dark on that one side.
Super important. Yeah, it's so interesting. We don't think about this, but every time I drive over the Skyway, it's just absolutely packed. And some of it is for sure people just tourist and they want to see it and
Right.
it's iconic.
Yeah.
But some of the people fish there for their food.
Yeah.
Like, and to think about them not having access to that,
Yeah.
I mean, a lot of them eat what they catch.
Absolutely.
Kind of, right? And that's important to have them have access to that.
Absolutely, yeah. And the pier is always packed too.
Packed.
I mean, literally, like almost bumper to bumper cars,
Yes.
people out there fishing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really cool to see.
You should go down there sometime, even if you're not a fisherman per se, and
Yeah.
just go and walk around, because it's cool seeing what people bring in. And everybody's real friendly down there too. You can start talking to people that
Yeah.
normally probably wouldn't. But
They don't have any commerce on there, do they?
there is a bait tackle shop on the south side, on the
Okay.
Manatee side.
I just wonder if they could fund it having some extra commerce, like a place where you could get something to eat or something to drink.
Yeah,
Or
that would be kind of cool.
yeah, that would be
Yeah.
really interesting.
We should call the governor and
I
suggest that
should.
to him.
DeSantis, are you listening? Call me.
Call her.
Yeah, call me.
Okay, last funny story. This one really takes the cake. Have you heard of in southern England, they have a wife carrying contest? Wife carrying contest.
Yes.
They literally, men will carry their wives. Most of them, they said, throw them over their shoulder. We got some pictures we're going to throw up on the screen. And they carry their wives through a grassy knoll and up and down a little hill and stuff. They encourage them to wear silly outfits and things like that.
Yeah.
But you don't actually have to carry your wife either, right?
No, you can carry somebody else's wife.
Carry somebody else's wife?
Which is hilarious. The thing I found really funny about the article, first off, that they do it, and it wasn't even like, they said the most common carriers, one leg on either side of their head. And I immediately thought, like, Lumi deodorant. Like, that is like, please.
Deodorant is really important
really
today.
key in this, especially with running and sweating, to do it for just a pint of ale. But they also have to weigh a minimum of 110 pounds.
Right.
And if not, they fill a rucksack.
They have to
like,
carry more weight.
More weight
Yeah.
to make it
Yeah.
fair. And they also suggest that your spouse not weigh more
That
than
was
you.
the best. That was the best line of the whole story. Yeah, that your wife, whoever the woman is you're
Yes.
carrying, should not weigh more than you.
Yes, and there are world championships now for this as well.
Yeah.
Which is crazy.
Well, and
I kind of want to watch it.
it would be fun, right?
I have to say.
Would you participate?
No, I don't.
You wouldn't let somebody carry you?
I don't. I
Because
would.
you can win a prize,
Yeah, some ale.
some beer.
I will buy my own beer and I will drink it while I'm watching everybody else run.
Yeah.
I would be laughing too hard.
Yeah.
It would be ridiculous.
It would be fun.
Yes.
It would certainly
It
be
was a
fun.
great story.
Well, it's been fun having you here filling in for Sarina,
Thank you. It's been awesome.
and we hope to have you back sometime.
I would love that.
All right.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Deal. Every story shared
Adds another heartbeat to Tampa Bay.
from courage to community.
We're proud to tell the stories that keep our neighborhood strong.
Thanks for watching
The Heartbeat of Tampa Bay.
Nice job.
Thank you.
You're great.
Thank you.